Hello guys, it's Chunk here doing a Beyblade discussion, then we have another news discussion, and it's kind of 50-50 on whether or not to do one this month, but I figured there's enough stuff here to where I could probably do one. Waited a while, because I was hoping that maybe we'd get some news on the January release, but that didn't happen, so here we are. Anyway, first up, there is some updates to Random Booster Volume 5. So last month I kind of said how I wasn't 100% sure on the release, but I was fairly certain on the releases being correct, or, the combos in the Random Booster, and it turns out they were not right. Only two were. The prize, Go Circle 080 Gearball, and also one of the side bays in there, Wyvern Gale 080 Cyclone. The other four were wrong. So first up, Go Circle 260 Elevate is not correct. It is Go Circle 460 Hexa. I'm just going to go and run through these combos, actually, and then discuss. So, Shinobi Shadow 470 Dot is actually Shinobi Shadow 380 Flat. Leon Claw 280 Glide is Leon Claw 080 Elevate. And Phoenix Feather 080 Disc Ball is actually Phoenix Feather 260 Needle. That is a huge downgrade. Anyway, so all the blades are still correct, and I've already talked about these blades already, but as far as the parts go, so for ratchets you still do get 3 080s, which is pretty nice. It's the new ratchet. You generally want, a few pulls for the new ratchet, so that's nice. 260 is still in here, which is like one of the ratchets that I wish wasn't in here, but it survived. 260, we got this from Cobalt Dragoon, we got this in the Phoenix for deck sets, which, yeah, this should not have gotten a reprint here at all. But aside from that, yeah, 470, that did not survive. We don't have a 470 in here. Instead, we have 460, which is, worse. 470, not a great part to have in here, but it was at least a new part, and now, yeah, it's a 460. A day one part. I've been very vocal on day one parts and the fact that I don't like them. Still being released. Also, no 280, instead we have 380. 280 was a really bad part, but it was only released on the Giant Strong Dagger. And I mentioned that it was a great thing to get this, part, more accessibility. Even though it was not a good part, still, it's the part that was pretty restricted. Now, it's not here. Well, 380 is definitely a better ratchet. It's a day one part. We don't need more of these. So anyway, as far as the bit lineup is concerned, well, we still have Gearball, we still have Cyclone, Gearball, and the prize I don't like, still Cyclone, not an ideal choice, but whatever. Luckily, Elevate is still in here, is on the wrong bay, but we still do get an Elevate. Elevate's definitely a good part to get a reprint. A very good part to get a reprint, I would say, but we also trade out Dot for Hexa, which I wish both were in here, honestly. I think both would have been great parts to have. Hex is still good, but, Dot. I mean, I can't complain too much, but yeah, I wish both were in here. Because the other parts, yeah, not good. So previously we thought we had Disc Ball and Glide. Disc Ball, yeah, sure. Glide was a good part, like a really good choice in here, but nope, we have, instead, Flat and Needle. Flat might technically be better than Disc Ball, but I don't care. Flat and Needle, these are day one parts. Again, why are the two ratchets and 2 bits in here that are day one parts? We don't need these. Stop. There were so many releases with these, day one parts. We don't need more. So overall, I'd say this Random Booster, from we saw last month, is overall just a downgrade. Blade lineup's the same. Ratchet lineup has gotten a bit worse, I would say. Competitively, it's like probably about the same, but well, yeah. But just, again, 280 would have been nice to get just for accessibility's sake, but yeah, the bit lineup is significantly worse, I would say, because yes, you do keep, 3 of the bits, but as far as the other 3 swap out, 1 is like a fair trade, the other 2 are just, no. Moving on from Random Booster, and its disappointing update, we have a booster for later in December, which didn't get announced last month, but that is Draciel S 760 Dot, so Dot getting released on Draciel. They showed like this thing where you could put Metal Needle from the customized set U on Draciel instead of Dot, and I have to ask, why not just put Metal Needle on if you're going to advertise it like that? I don't get it, but at the same time, I'm not too upset because Metal Needle's horrible, so fair enough, I guess. 760, I mean, I guess, it doesn't really pair well, but it's bulky, so I mean, I guess I'll take it. And yeah, Draciel S reprint. Hopefully the weight on this isn't terrible. I don't care about competitive, but still it does suck when they, intentionally nerf base into the ground for just no reason. But yeah, Draciel S looks really cool. It's a remake mate. I don't have many thoughts on this one. I do like Draciel the most of the four, Bakht and Bays, but yeah, this one looks cool. We'll pick it up, just don't have many extended thoughts on it. It's nice. Now we have another one, which is CrocCrunch 260 Quake. So, yep, Crocbite is getting a Takatomi variant with CrocCrunch, and yeah, 260 on this thing. I know people don't like it because it's bad, but at the same time, it's a mail order bay, and which I'll get to in a minute. But I may a pair as well. I'm not going to complain about this. Quake, chaotic part. I think based on Shark Edge's base design and by extension CrocCrunch's base design, this works. It's chaotic. Not the best bit ever, but again, I don't mind. I don't care about competitive, so for me, oh yeah, pretty decent design in a way to kind of make this, kind of boring variant bait into something a little bit more interesting. And then we also have CrocCrunch, the blade itself. It's painted green. Amazing. I really like green paint a lot, so for me, this is a great, great recolor. I actually think CrocCrunch was one of my favorite looking Hasbro exclusives, so them giving it green paint, I'm like, well, okay, well, I guess that just one-ups it then, so yeah. Really nice looking, but yeah, this is a mail order bay, unfortunately, so it's the same as like Persona Hellscythe or the blue and green Phoenix Swing that everyone's going crazy about because it's like 39 grams or whatever. I don't care, but yeah, it is a mail order bay. Unfortunate. Not like the worst thing ever, honestly. It still should at least be accessible enough, but it's not the best thing ever. But well, it's better than another rare bay get battle bay, I guess, or some other annoying way to get it. So I'll take it. Would prefer just like throwing this as like a side bay and a random booster, but not the worst method. But based on the mail order bays, because I feel like we get these announced like way in advance. Like we knew about the like the one Phoenix Swing, what 3-4 months in advance, so it came out. So I don't know when this comes out. If they announce it, I didn't see it, but I don't believe it was announced. But anyway, last thing in here, I can't show anything related to it because it was from the manga, so I'll just talk about it. But while we didn't get a full look at the January Bay, which I will cover next month, we did get kind of the combo here, which is GolemRock 160 UN. So 160 on a defense type. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Maybe there'll be some reason for it. I don't know. UN, this kind of, it might be upper needle. It looks like there might be some blades on this thing, so it might be like a downforce 145 type of deal, like a flugel thing, or it's meant to kind of, like, the blades are meant to kind of, like, supposedly, like, lift the bay up for better stamina. Something like that. You can argue about how good that is, but that's what it looks like. It could be wrong. Again, I'll cover this next month. But the big thing is the GolemRock, the blade. It looks very cool. Wish I could show it, but again, I don't want to get taken out by CrocCrunch, so I'm not going to do that. But anyway, looks cool. It looks like, if you find the image of this, I'm pretty sure you could find this one pretty easily, but if you look at it, there's like this underneath part that looks like kind of segmented. Is this like going to be some kind of gimmick, like maybe like a very Aries gimmick, where like the outer parts, like when you launch it, I don't know, like they go in or something, and then maybe like they pop out as the bay, loses spin? Could be. Could be some kind of gimmick like that. I can't really tell, but we'll see next month. But yeah, for now, just a quick little overview of this bay. Unfortunately, again, I can't show it. I don't want to take the risk on that, but let's get to see something related to it. But yeah, overall this month, pretty lackluster for news because again, they just didn't really give us a proper announcement, which happened last December as well. But I guess we at least got more than last year, so I guess that's a plus. So overall, I think Draciel looks good. I just don't. It's a remake. I don't have any thoughts on it, to be honest. CrocCrunch looks. I like it a lot. Like, it looks really cool. It's just that I don't like mail order bays. Again, not the worst thing they could have done, but not ideal. GolemRock, it looks cool. I like GolemRock. It's just, well, at least for the most part, the ratchet choice is questionable. But I just can't say much about it yet because we don't know much about it. And then I guess the real downside is the random booster. It's worse than last month. Well, worse than what we thought it was. It was already not great, so it's even worse. So, yeah. all in all, I mean, it's an okay month of news. It's just that there wasn't like any like big thing I could talk about, so just a little bit of an awkward month. But yeah, again, at least some stuff to talk about. But that's basically all for this month. So hopefully next month we get the January, Bay GolemRock in full. Plus, hopefully they did last year, and we also get the February Bay. That'd be very, very nice. But anyways, that's all for this video. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.